Hello everyone, this is Bhumi Joshi from TE Electronics. Today I am going to explain experiment number 6 in which there are total 4 parts. So we will see it one by one. In first part we have to design inverting and non-inverting comparator. So first let us understand what is comparator. So comparator is a circuit which compares two input voltages and gives output which is greatest among two voltages. So this is the circuit of inverting comparator. As you can see, input voltage is applied to the inverting terminal and reference voltage is applied to the non-inverting terminal. As we know, digital output has always two levels. One is positive and another is negative. So here also, in case of op-amp, we will get output as positive saturation and negative saturation. So as you can see, whenever input voltage is less than V reference, we are getting output as positive saturation, and whenever input voltage is greater than V reference, we are getting output as negative saturation. So similarly, for non-inverting comparator, this is the circuit. As you can see, input voltage is applied to the non-inverting terminal and reference voltage is applied to the inverting terminal. So in this case, whenever input voltage is less than reference voltage, we will get output as negative saturation level, and whenever input voltage is greater than reference voltage, then we will get positive saturation level. So now let us see the schematic and output waveform. So this is my circuit for inverting comparator. As you can see, input voltage is applied to the inverting terminal, which is sine wave of 5 volt and frequency is 500 hertz, and I am giving reference voltage as 3 volts. So now let us run. So as you can see, this is my waveform for inverting comparator. So whenever input voltage is less than V reference, I am getting positive saturation level, and whenever input voltage is greater than reference voltage, I am getting negative saturation level. So now let us see non-inverting comparator. So here, this is my circuit for non-inverting comparator. So here, input voltage is applied to the non-inverting terminal and reference voltage is applied to the input terminal. So now I will run my schematic. So as you can see, this is my output waveform. So whenever my input voltage is less than reference voltage, here in case of non-inverting comparator, I am getting my output as negative saturation, and whenever input voltage is greater than reference voltage, I am getting positive saturation level. So in this way, part A1 is completed. This is second part, which is design of zero crossing detector. This is the circuit. As you can see, input voltage is applied to the inverting terminal and reference voltage is applied to the non-inverting terminal, but here reference voltage is kept as 0. So we will get our output in this way. So let us understand other case in which we are applying input voltage to the non-inverting terminal and reference to the inverting terminal. So this is my schematic for zero crossing detector. As you can see, here I have applied 0 volt which is my reference volt at inverting terminal, and at non-inverting terminal I am applying my input voltage, which is of 5 volt and frequency is 500 hertz. So now let us run. So as you can see, this is my output waveform for zero crossing detected. So in this case, we are getting positive saturation, negative saturation, and it will continues on. Now let us start with third part, which is time marker generator. So as you can see, this is a circuit. This circuit is a zero crossing detector circuit. The only change is this R and C components and this diode. So as you can see in the waveform, input is sine wave, output is square wave, and because of this R and C component we are getting spikes. For positive saturation we are getting positive spike, and for negative we are getting negative spike. So here we are using, with the help of diode, we are clipping the negative spikes. So as output, final output, we will get only positive spikes. So now let us see the simulation. So this is my time marker circuit. So as you can see, I have applied 5 volt inputs voltage, which is sine wave, diode, which is ideal diode, the resistor value is 1K and capacitor value is 0.1 microfarad. So now let us run this. So this is my output waveform. As you can see, this is my input voltage, which is sine wave, and as a output of time marker circuit, I am getting positive spikes. So in this way, third part is done. Our fourth part, which is sample and hold circuit. So as you can see, this is my circuit diagram for sample and hold circuit. Here I have used NMOS, which will provide me this output. So as you can see, my analog signal is converted into samples. So this is my output for sample and hold circuit. In this way, all the 4 parts are completed, but I have taken readings for inverting and non-inverting comparator for various frequency. So let us see that. So as we have seen, this is my inverting comparator circuit. So now let us see. We have already seen for 500 Hertz. So this is my output waveform for 50 Hertz frequency. This is for 500 Hertz and this is for 1 kilohertz. So here in case of 5 kilohertz, as you can see, my comparator output is shifted little bit, but in case of 10 kilohertz my output is shifted so much, which is 3 plus positive saturation level. 3 means my reference voltage is 3 volts. So for that, so this is my non-inverting comparator. We have already seen for 500 Hertz. So this is my output waveform for 50 Hertz. This is for 500 Hertz. And this is for 1 kilohertz. So whenever my frequency is 5 kilohertz, I am getting output which is little bit shifted in negative direction, but at 10 kilohertz I am getting my output as minus 3 volt plus negative saturation level. So in this way my experiment number 6 is completed. Thank you.